A very good morning to my dear students and welcome to our social science class. So we have already done this chapter, that is major landforms of the earth, and today I'm going to recapitulate the chapter with you because this chapter was done before the holidays were immense. So about this chapter we came to know about the landforms of the earth, and we came to know about its features of each and every landforms, and also the formation process of each and every landforms. Okay, so as you remember, major landforms of the earth, these landforms are formed because of two important processes: internal process and external processes. So let us know what are internal processes once again. So internal processes are the process which leads to upliftment and sinking of the earth's surface at several places. Okay, so when there are some processes which is going inside the earth, there is a change in the surface of the earth leading to upliftment and the sinking of the several places of the earth's surface. That is why we see mountains which are of not equal range or equal height or equal shape. There are different size of mountain, types of mountain, and this is because of the internal processes. Then the examples of internal processes are earthquake, volcanic eruptions, movement of earth plates. Then external processes, so it is the continuous wearing down and rebuilding of the land surface. So the wearing down of the earth surface is called erosion, and the surface which is rebuilt again is called process of deposition. So external processes has got other two sub processes like erosion and deposition. With the help of these two processes, landforms are also formed. And some of the examples of external processes are landslide, floods, tsunami, earthquake, volcanoes, and glaciers. So let us know about the landforms of the earth, that is mountain. A mountain is any natural elevation of the earth's surface. In some mountains there are permanently frozen rivers of ice called glaciers. Okay, and the mountains, for example, the Himalayas in India, Asia, and the Alps in Europe, the Andes in South America, and the Appalachians in North America are the major mountains with various heights and shape. So mountains can be arranged in a line called range, and mountains, many mountain system consists of a series of parallel ranges of extending over sorry hundreds of kilometers. So there are three types of mountain: fold mountain, block mountain, and volcanic mountain. Fold mountains are those mountains which are like the Himalayas, the Alps are and the Appalachians. These are known as the fold mountains. So the fold mountains, one of the oldest fold mountain is the Aravalli range in India, is one of the oldest fold mountain system in the world, and these fold mountains are the result of internal processes. Then we have block mountain, and these block mountains are created when large areas are broken and displaced vertically, and the uplifted blocks are called horst and the lower blocks are called graben. And these block mountains are also result of internal processes which leads to sinking of an area and upliftment of another area. The Rhine Valley mountain in and the Vosges mountain in Europe are examples of such are examples of block mountains. So third is your volcanic mountain. These are formed because of volcanic activity, and Mount Kilimanjaro and Mount Fujiyama are the examples of volcanic mountain. Here there are some of the useful features of the mountain. Like mountains are the storehouse of water, and when they have a river sources, they are reservoir of water, and this water can be used for irrigation as well as hydroelectricity. The river valleys and terraces are ideal for cultivation. Okay, so mountains are also important for flora and fauna, and they provide fuel, fodder, shelter, and other crop products. Like we get many products from mountainous areas and the forest areas like gum, resin, and mountain provide idyllic site for tourists. Like if you visit Shillong, if you visit Sikkim, Darjeeling, these are the mountainous areas, and they provide tourist attractions. Okay, and several sports like paragliding, hand gliding, river rafting, and skiing can also be done in mountains. So next we have plateaus. So plateaus are the elevated land. It is like a flat top table land standing above the surrounding area. It's like a table land. Okay. So plateaus vary from 100 meters to 1000 meters, and one of the oldest plateau is the Deccan Plateau of India, which is known as the oldest plateau, and also the East African Plateau in Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda are the Western Plateau of Australia. Okay, are also examples of the plateaus. And the Tibet Plateau is the highest plateau in the world, with the height of around 4000 to 6000 meters above mean sea level. And plateaus are also rich in minerals deposits. Then plateaus are also rich in mining and coal areas. And the plateau of India, like the Chotanagpur Plateau of India, they are very rich in iron, then coal and manganese. Okay, so in plateaus there are several waterfalls also. Okay, so waterfalls are very famous in plateaus area because of the height of the like the way the waterfall, it like the speed and the height, it makes a waterfall in the plateau. So in India, the Hundru Falls in Chotanagpur Plateau, and on the river Subarnarekha, and the Jog Falls in Karnataka are examples of such biggest waterfalls. And the lava plateau are very rich in black soil, and they are very fertile and they are very good for cultivation. So many plateaus have scenic spots and are of great attraction to tourists as well. Okay. So if you visit Bangalore, so Bangalore has got many plateaus, like there are Hundru Falls also. You can visit those places if you want to see plateau areas. And lastly we have plains. So plains are the large stretches of land. They generally vary from 200 meter to above mean sea level, and plains are formed because of the result of deposition. Okay, so most of the plains formed by the rivers and their tributaries. The rivers flow down the slope of mountains and erode them. The surface of the mountains are eroded and they get deposited in the plain areas, and these areas are called plain or fertile areas. And this is how plains are formed. And they deposit their loads contains of stones, sand and silt along the courses of the river valleys, hence making the plains very fertile. Okay, so so plains are generally fertile, and construction of activities are very is easy. Then transport is very easy. People are like population are very populated in the plain areas. And some of the largest plain in the world are, it's located in Asia, that is Ganga and the Brahmaputra in India, and the Yangtze in China. So plains are most useful. It's a great for concentration of people. It is easy to construct houses, and they are highly productive for cultivation. So Indo-Gangetic plains are the most densely populated regions in the world. Okay, so students, we have come to the end of the chapter, and please go through the chapter once again, and I will give you the question answers in your Google